And welcome to the show, people. Let me just get me centered here. Today, we're going to be talking about what is going on with the federal government. Because if you do not recall, a while ago, the federal government stated that they will no longer ask for membership lists for an injunction. Yeah, I've been kind of busy. That's why you haven't seen me in a while. So let's go ahead and talk about this. About a month ago, in another FPC Firearms Policy Coalition case, Dark, go ahead and jump on. Coalition case, the judge ordered that they turn over all membership lists over to the federal government. Now, the DOJ went ahead and said, hey, we didn't ask for that. We don't want that. We have no idea why the judge said, let's give this over to them. And now there's another case where they cannot claim that because they. So we're that that other things, some stuff that's a little bit better. All right, all. How you doing? My name is John Crump, and let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and share this document here, so you guys can see exactly what I am talking about. So we just go ahead and share that. Boom. Let's go ahead and bring this up. All right, right here, what you are looking at is the defendant's motion to clarify the injunction, and this deals with FPC versus Bondi, which deals with the post office ban. Now, the government a month ago said in another case that they would never ever ask for a membership list. But in this case, the DOJ is asking for a membership list, and this is in the Northern District of Texas. They want a membership list of the people that basically filed about they want they want a membership of the people that are a member of FPC and SAF on the date that this case was filed. So basically they want a list of everyone that was a member of FPC and FPC and SAF when this case was filed. Now, this is a little bit different from what you guys thought that the government's stance was. The DOJ said, hey, we're never going to ask for a membership list, but yet here they are doing this. So I am curious to see exactly what happens on that. And let me remind you, the person who stated that they would never, ever ask for that is Dylan. Dylan is the head of the Civil Rights Division. And what's very interesting about this is that the person asking for the list is Brett Shoemake, who is the Assistant Attorney General for the Civil Rights Division. So works right under Dylan. So she has some explaining to do about this. But this is not a good thing because they can get this list and do any number of things with it. None of it is good for the 2A community or good for you or I. Now, that is definitely interesting, and I am definitely really, really interested to see how the DOJ responds to this. They need to be called out on this. Dylan needs to be called out on this because is that she said after she went on this long tirade about how they would never ever ask for a membership list, and here they are a month later doing that exact same thing. All right, now that's the bad news. The good news is that the ATF when you buy an NFA item such as a suppressor, SBR, SBS, AOW, machine gun, destructive device, or whatever. Right now, what you have to do is you have to submit a notification to your chief law enforcement officer, whether that is a police chief or sheriff. That all depends on where you live at. That gets shipped out to them. They do not have any say. They can't say yes or no. They just get notified. The ATF says that that requirement is going away. Back in the day, you had to get the permission to own NFA weapons. Then they changed it to just a notification. Funny enough, that notification was under Obama, where they changed it from permission to notification. Now you don't have to notify your chief law enforcement officer that you have an NFA device, weapon, gun, whatever you want to call it. You no longer have to notify your chief law enforcement officer that you have it, which is good because I don't want my chief law enforcement officer to know that I have a NFA gun. So yeah, that is going through the process right now, and that looks like that is going to go through, which will save a lot of headache. It's a little bit less paperwork, even though it's just a copy of the paperwork. And most of all, you don't have to let the cops know that you have something. What about if you're applying for an FFL03? That is a little bit different because the FFL03 is a manufacturing of NFA stuff. So, from what I understand, you still have to notify local law enforcement of that. It's just when you are the transferee, when you do like a Form 4 or Form 1, you will no longer have to notify local law enforcement. Now, let me state this right up front. This is not in effect quite yet. It will be, but not yet. So, coming up, it will be, but as of this moment, it is not. All right, guys, just wanted to make a quick video to let you guys know what is going on here. And with that, we are going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. And with that, see you later. Bye.